W8OPR.
The OPR station, I'm copying you on Milford, PA. Come back with your call sign slowly and phonetically.
Victor Kilo Victor W8OPR Whiskey Able 8 Ocean Papa Radio. Over.
Roger that. And what's the name, please?
Terry in QTH, Detroit, Michigan area.
Roger, Terry. Well, I'm copying you fairly well on the Milford, PA SDR. Probably about 6 dB above their noise level, Roger.
Roger. Okay, 6 dB. Well, let me switch to a different antenna. Maybe that'll help.
Oh, you did switch?
We are on a, that didn't turn out too well. 59. There we go. Okay. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I got this all goofed up. Hold on. Should be better. Okay, there is a different antenna. I don't have the handle or the QTH. KC9VKV W88OPR.
Roger. Well, you are giving me now a 6 over on the Milford PA SDR. The name here is Jim Juliet India Mike, and the call is Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, and we're located just across the river from Louisville, Kentucky. We're on the Indiana side of the Ohio River, right at Louisville. Roger.
Roger. Got it. Louisville, Kentucky. Okay. I remember you, Jim. I think you provide a kind service of reporting and that sort of thing. Giving critical reports. You're 15 over estimate. 15 over estimate. We're running at the moment a old Kenwood TS870. And 170-foot end-fed wire up about 55 feet with counterpoison ground rods. I'm on an east-west end-fed. When I first came to you, I was on another 170-footer, but it was configured north-south. But you got a terrific signal up here, Jim. KC9VKV W88OPR.
Roger, Terry. Did you? If you told me I didn't copy, what radio are you running?
TS870, old Kenwood from the 90s, over.
Yes, you did, and I had it written down. It was just finding it that was my temporary problem, but I got you now. Well, gosh, things are sounding good there. Give me about 10 or 15 seconds on how the radio and what you like about it, and let me hear your audio.
Well, I run a bunch of old Kenwoods, TS930, TS940, and this TS870. And, no, I like the 870 very much. It's not as techy as the modern stuff, but suits my needs. I'm not sure what you're running there, Jim, but very, very nice copy up here. Back to you, Jim. Over.
Roger. Well, you have a nice setup there. Your audio is just absolutely perfect. You're running about 3 dB dynamic range, so your average percent of peak modulation is somewhere around 80-85%. So a nice fat signal and very articulated top end, which I love, because when you can reach out and touch somebody like that, then you know their audio is just perfect. The radio here is an older Yaesu 990 that's pretty heavily modified coming and going. Roger.
If you're running any power there, we're just running 100 watts here, and it's gas day in about 65 degrees.
Roger, Terry. We're running right at a KW on a Heathkit SB220. And so it's hanging in there. But I do love that 220, Roger.
Oh, yeah, that is a great rig. old Warrior HA10 heat kit precursor to the 220, that's to the 200, which was made in the middle 60s. And I've retired that. That's not doing anything right now. So about 2 years ago, I finally got the amp I always wanted, which is the TL922. I've got that one warming up. I would be very interested to see what my report is with that old girl. I'm on QRZ, and you can see my array of equipment, which is all old stuff with the exception of the Icon 7300, but your 990 sounds grand up here. And some of you are running a
Yeah, Terry, I did lose you. I don't know. I guess the band just went limp for a moment there, but I did lose you in the noise. Yeah, this 990. The thing is, it's modified in the in the transmit. It's initially was a 2.4. This 990 was a 2.4. Now it's about out to a 3. It's hopefully not over 3, but right at a 3. And the receive is modified to be flat within the spectrum, the bass spectrum, from about 100 cycles on up to about 5 or 4 or 5. We did put a spectrum analyzer on it and tweaked a little bit there, and got that pretty flat through the range. So we're finding that there is a little discrepancy between the SDR's audio and our audio, but I'm thinking that it is it's in the bottom end, and it's around 150 cycles or so, 200 to 150 cycles. The SDRs seem to be not quite there. And I know that my 990 is flat down there because I'm looking at the audio of the pass band, and so it's showing that it's just fairly linear through that audio range. Roger.
Roger. Very good, very good. What's the antenna you're running, Jim? Over.
I'm sorry. Try again.
Your antenna. Over.
Roger. The antenna is an inverted V, at about driven at about 35 feet. And it is running an SWR of 0.01. Roger.
Roger. Okay, there we go. There's about, hold on. Let's see, 1 kW, Jim. KC9VKV WA8OPR.
Roger. We keep pulling these things out of the closet. We need to start with these things.
Don't quite understand what you mean by that. You mean I should have gotten on the air at full power? Over.
Of course. Best foot forward and all that stuff, If I got it, I'm going to use it. If I got it, I'm going to flaunt it.
Love it. Okay, has my signal strength improved down there? Over.
Yes, sir. You're 7 dB over the Milford PA SDR, Roger.
Roger. Oh, okay. Very good. Well, I said all this equipment is pretty old, somewhat antiquated, but you sound very good. I don't want to hold you too long because I'm saying that something's going on at 5 o'clock. So if you've got to run, I understand, Jim. KC9VKV, over.
We usually just run till 5 or, a little over. That's not a big deal. I have you copy now on my local antenna, and your audio is just beautiful. I think you got a good handle on that. That dynamic range looks to be about 3 to 2.5 dB, somewhere in that area, Roger.
Okay, I'm not even sure what that means, and I've been ticketed for 57 years. I just never pay attention, Jim. Don't know what dynamic range means in that context. Over.
Okay, think about it this way. Unprocessed audio, which is, you're just looking at somebody talking into a microphone, is about a 10 dB dynamic range. In other words, if you're looking at the output of an amplifier with somebody just speaking into a microphone normally, that meter is going to be flopping around there, and the difference is, when we say dynamic range, it's the difference between the loudest signal and the softest signal. Audio. So when somebody's just speaking into a microphone and you're looking at it on a VU meter, they're going to have approximately a 10 dB dynamic range. So then as you start to process that through compression and a little limiting, then you start reducing that dynamic range from a 10 dB to about a 3 dB, which I consider a 3 dB dynamic range just perfect. It's a lot fatter, and it has more punch to it, but it's clean. It's not distorted in any way. Roger?
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for that explanation. You'd think after all these years I would have run across that, but I haven't. Okay. Very good. Well, I wish I had... I've got some recording equipment here, but it's all very primitive, so probably wouldn't do much good for me to play you back. But you sound wonderful here. That inverted Z is doing great, and okay on the mod of 990 to 3 kilohertz bandwidth, and sounds good. Okay, I guess that's it. Like I said, I have heard you before, Jim, but very, very nice, pristine signal. Back to you.
Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate that. And your signal also is just great. So let me say threes for now. Thanks for checking in. And if you get a chance, join us next Friday. We're only on Friday afternoons, and that is between 3:30 and 5. And we do record the whole time and then post that whole recording up on YouTube within the next couple of days. So if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, that will take you to our Qso-Vlog page, and on that page you'll be looking for a Qso-Vlog entitled My Group Aircheck 52419. My Group Aircheck 52419. So threes that way, and you have a real good afternoon, Roger.
Thank you, Jim. All right. 7 threes to you, and have a nice holiday coming up. Catch you later. Bye now.
Roger. And that was Terry. Is that a Roger?
You have it, Jim.
Great. Threes to you, sir. Have a good afternoon and a great weekend. This is the KC9VKV, the Qso-Vlog network. If you've got a radio you want to check out, give us a shout.